tastes super good.
No pun intended. Super good.
Okay.
Okay, it's another day, and I thought I'd start the video because I saw that Asher just made one of his burritos that he froze yesterday. So let's see how it looks. Okay, so you just made a burrito, right?
Yeah.
How is it so far?
Good.
Have you eaten it yet? Let's see.
I took a bite so far.
So far, so good? How long did you warm it up for?
Minute and 30 seconds.
And that was enough? Sweet. Okay, good deal. What are you two working on?
Coloring.
You coloring?
Yeah.
You watching the video about how to draw things?
Yeah.
So you're drawing some Pokemon stuff?
No.
Looks like. Oh, that's a bow tie that they're making right there. Oh, is that what you did right there
What? Oh, yeah.
for the video?
Yeah.
Awesome. It's dinner time now. And as our other dinners, we're doing some serious cooking from scratch, right, Megan?
I don't know if it's serious.
It's super serious. Making some soup.
Making some chicken and vegetable soup. I'm cooking some frozen chicken breasts in the pressure cooker, and I'll add those at the end. And then I was thinking of making some sort of bread product. We just realized we're out of bread, almost.
Well, we have a loaf, but we have.
Oh, good. We can have that with dinner. Tonight, though, we thought we have food storage of wheat we've had for
I think we actually inherited it from your parents.
probably 20 to 30 years old.
But wheat is supposed to last a long time.
About that long. But some people say it lasts even longer, and so we're going to open it up tonight and see if it's still good. And if it is, we're going to grind it up. We're going to make our homemade wheat bread, which is our own recipe, and we'll share it with you guys. It's really best, though. Wheat bread is definitely best with freshly ground wheat flour, because it gets weird and not very tasty when it's in that bag at the store for a while.
Also, if you're alarmed by the sound of Eve coughing and hacking in the background of any of these videos, that's pretty much what she always does. She's not sick. She just has an overabundance of mucus, which we try to keep down, but she's not sick. It's just kind of how she operates. And I think sometimes it's a boredom thing for her. So anyways, if you're worried about that, don't be. Okay. I was just asking Megan, what are like the tricks of making a good soup base? Because that's kind of what you've done here.
Yeah, I think soup is pretty simple. It's just like kind of same basic formula, and then you just change it up according to what you're in the mood for. Sometimes if I have meat like a fatty meat, like a ground pork or bacon or something like that, or beef, I will cook that first. And then not maybe until it's just almost done, and then I'll take it out, and with the fat that's left, I'll throw the onions and cook, and maybe some celery if I have it, and cook that down till it's almost translucent. And then I'll add the garlic at the end, because garlic burns really easily. If the fat from the meat isn't enough, I'll add more oil, or if it's like way too much, you could take some out. But then once that's cooked down, I will sometimes add a wine to pull up all those brown bits and to be really yummy. And if I do that, I cook it till it's almost gone. And then I will add my vegetables. And like, depending on what kind of soup it is, I decide on the vegetables. Tonight I am doing carrots and potatoes. And so I threw those in there. One of the secrets is when you're cooking vegetables, don't throw in your tomatoes, because they have a chemical in them that will make it so that your vegetables never soften.
Like the carrots.
You'll be like, I cooked the heck out of those carrots and they never got soft. And so if you are going to add tomatoes, that's the trick. And then the second thing to remember is add them. So you're adding them at the end. Second thing to remember is tomatoes have a really powerful flavor. So if you're trying to develop this, like, you know, certain flavor, and then you add the tomatoes at the end, it might like blow it all out. So keep that in mind. And then I cook those, and when they are getting soft, I will add my meat back in, and then any spices or anything like that. I might throw in some fresh spinach at that point, or some fresh herbs or greens. And that's pretty much it, you know. And then I taste it, and sometimes if it's really thick, I'll do like this thing, you know, and
right.
part of it just to kind of, or if it seems too watery, to thicken it up. The other trick I've learned with soup is you want the water only to come to the top of the vegetables when you put it in there, or maybe a little bit higher if you're adding the meat after, because those vegetables are going to shrink as you cook them, and you're going to just have like tons of broth.
Oh.
And so,
just enough.
yeah, and I love Better Than Bouillon. I get it at Costco, and they have like the organic Better Than Bouillon. It's so easy to use, and so I'll use the chicken or the beef, and they do have a vegetable, but I just do chicken or beef, and that's it. And so we might have it be like a spicy Mexican flavor, it might be Italian, it might be with beef or pork or chicken.
Today is chicken.
Mm-hmm. And when we were vegan, I did the same soup. I just didn't add any meat. And I used vegetable bouillon or vegetable broth, and I might add pasta or something like that. Because you could also, another trick with pasta is cook it on its own and throw it in at the very end, and don't do near as much as you think, because it will expand and also overtake your soup. And if you're gonna have leftovers, the next day it's just gonna be like super fat pasta.
Yeah, and kind of mushy.
Yeah, so I mean the kids like mushy, but so
Kids
that's just what I do, and I like it. The kids always like it. If you have littler kids who don't like as many veggies, just cut them up really small, like so they're like diced into centimeters rather than an inch. Mm-hmm. And then they don't seem to mind them as much. Or use
they don't notice them as much.
Yeah, use that hand blender to make it more like a thick soup where they don't even really notice there's vegetables in it. You could throw, I also, when we were vegan, I threw in canned beans and stuff all the time too, or beans that I already had. But it's a really basic soup, and it's yummy, and it's hearty, and on a cold spring day like today, when it's really cheap food, it's yummy food, and it's healthy. I love soup. It's probably my favorite food, and it's one of my favorite things to make.
Are we done?
Soup's done. I'm adding a drop of oregano now that it's done cooking.
A little bit of oregano oil.
Some oils you couldn't even do a full drop, but oregano, that's fine. Like, because taste-wise, but like if you do a drop of basil, like that soup is
Oh,
just
it's too much.
But this will help all of our immune function and keep us healthy.
Right.
So, and it makes it tasty. So it's done. You want to look in there and see? It's just a yummy, hearty chicken and vegetable soup.
Smells good. Smells like the Chick-fil-A one. The best.
Oh, okay. I met that the fast
That's what we're going for, is the Chick-fil-A.
No, I was just wondering if it would be like that kind of soup.
Okay, super good.
No pun intended. Super good.
We are making some grilled cheese to go with our soup.
We opted for the grilled cheese option.
So Dad cut the cheese. He's good at that.
Pretty normal.
I'm technically 11.
We're all eating. Is it good, Jude? You approve of this dinner? Okay.
I do too.
Good.
I include cheese things, so I like it.
The grilled cheese?
Cheese things. Cheese.
Nice. It's now nighttime. We ate dinner. Kids are actually watching a movie. And I decided I would make some cookies because we don't have a whole lot of goodies. And all of our, shopping for groceries, we somehow forgot to get a bunch of goodies. And we need something. So I'm going to make some chocolate chip cookies. And yeah, because I love chocolate chip cookies. So the kids, I know how to make them, so I'm going to do it. They're ready. Well, ready to go in on the pans. And then we're ready to bake. We'll see how they turn out. I actually had to use bread flour. I've never used in cookies. I'm not sure if that's totally gonna screw it up or not. Some of you might know better than I do, but we didn't have any all-purpose flour left, so just had to make do. So we'll see how these turn out, but I think they'll taste good. Okay, Jude wanted to have the chance to scoop one out, so let's see if you can do it, Jude. We use this scooper here to do our cookies. You gotta push. Don't use your fingers, but kind of push it against the side of the bowl to kind of make it tight in there. There you go. And then just there you go. See?
Oh, that's easy.
Pretty easy, right? You want to do one more?
So that's. I like my dip.
Okay. All right, pretty good. You're a budding baker. That's all it takes, man. Easy. Okay, Eve. Should I do the rest?
Yes.
I'll do the rest. Do you want to do one, Eve?
Yeah.
Okay, you got to wash your hands. All right, Eve's turn. Her hands are clean.
And the itty bitty design.
Is it going to be easy peasy? Okay, let's see.
Okay.
Yep, nope, you don't need to hold on to the whole thing. Just, I don't want your hair hanging in the battery. You got to get a little bit more in there. Do a bigger scoop. That's probably good. You did it.
Yeah, I got.
You want to do two?
Yeah.
Since Jude did two?
I got.
Okay, good job. Now Dad'll do it. Watch out. All right, these are ready to go in. Jude has volunteered to open the oven door for me, so he's gonna do that. This is a convection oven, so we can do, I just do 2 at a time. I guess I could do 3, but I only do 2. Okay. All right, that'll go in for about 15 minutes. I think they're done. Let's see. Those look pretty good to me. Ooh boy. Okay.
Oh boy.
Here, be careful, it's hot.
Daddy, you pushed away that. Just pushed it.
I know. Okay, close it up, Eve. Here they are. Okay, got to put them on the cooling racks because they're hot. It actually looks like they might be a little overdone.
Yeah, I said that we should put in a little bit longer.
These are, the edges are a little brown.
That's a lot of cookies.
A lot of cookies. These cookies are cool enough to eat, so I'm gonna let these kids have some cookies.
Are they cooler than me? Because that's hard.
Probably not. You're pretty cool. Eve, do you want a cookie?
Yeah.
You don't want any?
Yes.
Oh, you don't want any?
Yes.
Okay, you don't have to have any. It's okay.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, you do want some. Okay.
Dad, they see my true humor.
I want to.
You want water?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
There's no
yes.
No,
The
never.
perfect kind. No, because slightly mushy in the middle. It's only
Is it
9
good?
people who need them anymore. Maybe even. So,
Yeah, 9 people.
and there's
7.
10 for each one, so 1 is out.
I
And then
did
you
say
add
10
them.
for each.
Those good? You're welcome.
Look how much this second big dinner. Good dinner to have.
You like that, Eve?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, we ate the cookies. That's the last
A majority of them.
part of it. I think they worked even with the bread dough. Bread dough. Bread flour. No, I use bread flour, which is a different kind of flour.
Oh.
Came out just fine. Tasted good, and they're pretty yummy. So glad to have some cookies. I'm guessing that the cookies will last through tomorrow, and that'll be it. Gotta make a lot of cookies
You have a top.
in this family. That's okay.
Yes.
So, success. I was editing the video and realized I didn't finish it that day. And we never got to the bread making thing that Megan talked about, but we are gonna do that the next day. So stay tuned for the next video we do, and that'll be the bread making. But thanks for coming along. Like, comment, subscribe. Go to knorppandsouth.com. I kind of mentioned it. I didn't really mention it, but I put a little like subtitle during the soup thing. There is some information in the description of this video about getting essential oils if that's something you're interested in. We use essential oils in our home and love it. So look at the link in the description if you're interested in that. Otherwise, we will catch up with you guys on the next video where we make some bread. Okay, we'll see you. Bye.